Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me today. I am going to go over essential oils in your pregnancy. So I'm excited to share this with you. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please text me, email me, send me a Facebook message. I'd be happy to answer those questions for you. I can be reached at 757-469-8291. All right, so let's get started right away. I'm going to make sure my screen's being shared here. And I want to first share with you that I use this company called Synduit, and they help me with the marketing of my doTERRA business, which is fantastic. It saves me a lot of time and effort, and it's done at a very reasonable cost. So if you're a doTERRA wellness advocate and you haven't heard about Synduit, you might want to check into it. Let's learn how essential oils will transform your pregnancy now. So welcome to my class. I'm so glad that you're here. I want to know what your goals are. What are you trying to achieve? If you don't get the answers to those questions from this presentation, please message me. I'd be happy to help you and walk you through this. We're going to talk about what oils you can use during your pregnancy and what oils you should avoid. And there's some videos too that I'm not going to play right now for you, but I will send them out in a link along with this video so that you'll be able to watch them. And the one question that Dr. Hill answers is, can essential oils be used during pregnancy? The short answer is absolutely. So why doTERRA? There are a lot of essential oil companies out on the market, and one of the reasons why I chose doTERRA was simply because of their quality, their purity, and their potency. And there's a video also that explains that concept to you of all the things that doTERRA does to ensure that you're getting a pure, natural, therapeutic grade essential oil that contains no fillers, no synthetic material. It's better than organic product. So you'll get that as well as a link. I want to share with you 3 ways that you can use essential oils. The first way is aromatically. So you can diffuse essential oils in a diffuser, or you can take them and just place a drop on your hand. Rub your hands together and inhale, just like that. And you can apply them topically. I'm using frankincense. Oh, I just feel a wave of relaxation come over me. I love frankincense. And you can use them internally. And one way that you know a product is safe to use internally is a supplemental label. The FDA requires that anything that we eat or ingest, that it have a nutritional label on. And so you want to check your bottle of essential oil before you use it internally to make sure that it indeed contains that supplemental label. I hope you can see it right there. And it doesn't take much at all. So if I'm going to use an essential oil internally, I will drop a drop in my water bottle. Today I'm using lemon, frankincense, lavender, and peppermint. I have a little bit of, I'm not sure, respiratory issue that's happening today. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm sure I'm going to cough a couple times during this presentation, but I assure you that I feel great, and I'm so thankful for the support of essential oils. Now, let's move along. We're going to talk about nutrition because that is a foundation to your health and your baby's wellness. So I have a little bit of a to-do list that I want to make sure that we go over. We want to make sure that you're getting enough protein in your diet, green leafy vegetables, that you're drinking enough water every day, and that you're getting foods that are high in the nutrients of folate, calcium, iron, zinc, and fiber. And be adventurous in your food choices, because your baby is going to be exposed to all of these new flavors. So when they start to eat, they're going to be more apt to try these high protein foods. You'll be amazed. And go organic and stay local to avoid pesticides, and focus on those omega-3 fatty acids to support brain development of your baby. And choose foods that have multiple benefits, nutrient-dense foods like yogurt, peanut butter, chicken, beef, eggs, and dairy products. All of those are higher in protein, calcium, and iron, and those are all the things your baby's going to need to grow and develop properly. And then there are some things you should not do while you're pregnant when it comes to nutrition. It's easy for me to say. I gained like 65 pounds during my pregnancy. I gained a lot. And I'll tell you that I ate a lot of gelato. I probably should have not done that. But I really didn't have a course like this to help guide me. So I'm so happy that I can share this with you. So you don't want to eat for two. You want to continue to eat those good foods. Fill yourself up on those vegetables and proteins. And just say no to those comfort foods. White bread and rice and crackers, they're really soothing, but try your best to have a more balanced diet. And although it's obvious, make sure your food's prepared well. Undercooked food is really dangerous for your baby. And don't skip meals. You need to make sure that you're fueling your body every 2 to 3 hours. It's so important. And don't forget to drink lots of water, at least 90 ounces a day. So tell me, what does your diet look like? Are you needing to improve in some places, or do you have this wired? And I hope that you are taking some vitamins. If you're not on a prenatal, you really need to get yourself on some vitamins. doTERRA has a great line of vitamins. The Microplex MVP is your food nutrient complex. It's going to provide you with all of the essential vitamins and minerals that you need to support normal growth, function, and maintenance of your cells. It's going to support your bone health, your immune function, digestion. It's also going to give you a botanical blend of kale, dandelion, parsley, kelp, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and spinach. So if those are things that you don't like, you might want to consider taking this vitamin, because it's going to get the nutrients that your body needs to you. And you got to move around. You have got to move your pregnant body around and exercise. At least go for a walk, 30 minutes a day, 6 or 7 days a week, unless you have a medical reason not to do so. With both of my children, I'm older, and I really was on the cusp of should I really not do anything? And the doctors were like, no, you need to get out there and walk. Don't exert yourself too much, but keep moving, keep going. So I did, especially with my son, Jonah. Regular exercise is going to help you control your weight. It's going to improve circulation. It's going to boost your mood, and it's going to help you sleep better. So getting in an exercise habit now, too, will also help you set a good example for your child when you continue that habit once you have your baby. Pilates, yoga, and swimming and walking, they're all great activities for most pregnant women, but be sure to check with your doctor first before starting an exercise program, and listen to your body, and don't overdo it. And it's really important to practice those Kegels. If you don't know what a Kegel is and you need help, I'm about to tell you. So it's a simple exercise that can make your delivery easier and prevent problems later. And no one can tell if you're doing them. So you can practice them in the car. You can practice them while you're sitting at your desk, or you can even practice them standing in line at the grocery store. You just have to practice squeezing as if you're stopping the flow of urine when you're using the bathroom. Hold for 3 seconds and then relax for 3 and do it like 10 times. So if you are not sure what that feels like, go into the bathroom and start to go to the potty and stop. And that's what you need to be doing when you practice your Kegels. Although you won't, this is TMI, I promise you won't pee your pants. So do that. I had a friend, a very sweet friend, tell me that her reminder was when she was driving in her car that every stoplight she hit, she would practice her Kegels. And I haven't forgotten that. It's a good time to practice. Stress. Do you have a stress busting ritual? You are about to have the most momentous experience of your life. So it's completely normal to feel pressure and stress. It's normal. It's very normal. And the reason stressful moments turn into a stressful period of time is because we begin to get hard on ourselves for feeling the way we feel, and that becomes a really vicious cycle that leads to consequences that could have easily been avoided. So it's important that you put yourself first. Be selfish. I'm just checking to make sure that's not my daughter's school. Sorry. Worry about your own needs. It might mean you have to say no to friends or family if they ask you to get together with them. Or maybe your boss. You might have to say no to your boss and you can't take on any more responsibility. It's okay. And you can say no to your spouse if they want to make plans and you don't. So just get clear on what you value most and what you need, and make sure that it always comes first, because you're making a decision for yourself and that baby that you're carrying. So just remember that. Delegate activities that don't bring you joy so you can pursue some hobbies that nourish your soul during this time. Create a space for yourself for reading and writing and napping and listening to music or painting or singing or whatever brings you joy. It's a time that you can take advantage of sick days or vacation whenever possible, and spend a day or an afternoon resting at home to help you get through a tough week. I can remember just taking naps when I had my first child, not my second child, but my first one, just feeling kind of tired and drained. And you know what? I can go take a nap. It's okay. If you can do some deep breathing exercises or some stretching at home too, that's going to really, really help you get into a habit of having a peaceful mind and get yourself anchored so that you're grounded during this really exciting and emotional time. So it's doTERRA time. Let's talk about things that you can and can't do and all that good stuff. doTERRA has been instrumental ingredient during pregnancy for so many women. But using these powerful products the right and safe way is also really important. So if anything is not clear during our time together, please ask or follow up with me afterwards for clarity. The first 3 months, even the first 3 weeks, are a precious time of rapid development for your baby, and it's an important time to take extra caution in regards to what you eat and put on your body. Even essential oils considered safe for pregnancy should be used with caution during this time. For example, instead of applying an oil directly to your body, you should first dilute it with a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil. Then you can apply it to the problem area, or you can apply the oils to the bottom of your feet, which is a common way to use essential oils on children. A good rule of thumb is to dilute 1 to 2 drops of essential oil with a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of carrier oil. And like I said earlier, with my kids, when they were younger, I would dilute 1 to 2 drops of the oil to 2 tablespoons of carrier oil. So that's like 10 mLs, the size of a roller bottle. If you're going to use the oils in a bath, always use a base a bath gel base as a dispersing agent for the oils. Common carrier oils include fractionated coconut oil, olive oil, vegetable oil, or almond oil. And it's safe to diffuse the oils during pregnancy to promote a sense of peace and help reduce stress. So you can diffuse those essential oils. And before I go on to share how to use the right essential oils, I want to make sure you are crystal clear on what oils should be completely avoided, and save this list. Oh, sorry, I just went through too many. We're going to pause here. I'm going to give you the list. Basil, birch, cassia, cinnamon bark, rosemary, thyme, sage, tarragon, and wintergreen. As you probably already know, there is an oil for everything, but when you're pregnant, it's more important to be selective and speak to your doctor or your midwife for a second opinion. When you're experiencing stress, you can diffuse lavender, ylang ylang, melissa, or myrrh, or dilute those essential oils and rub on the back of your neck, your temples, or your shoulder, or your reflex points like your wrists, and even on your feet. If you're experiencing temporary nausea in the morning, consider using ginger or peppermint. You can dilute and apply 1 to 3 drops on your ears or down the jawbone on the reflex points on your feet. You can put 1 to 3 drops of ginger in an empty capsule with 1 to 3 drops of olive oil, and you can swallow that capsule. doTERRA makes a veggie capsule, so you can order those and take those oils internally by using that capsule, especially if you don't like the taste of it. You can diffuse them into the air or inhale directly from the bottle, or apply the oil to your hands, to a tissue or a cotton ball, and inhale. If you begin to get hard on yourself and you need to practice some self-love, there's no better oil than the Elevation Joyful Blend. As its name suggests, Elevation is an invigorating combination of essential oils that bring euphoric scents to elevate your mood and promote feelings of confidence and increase your energy. And if you want more energy during pregnancy, because it can be completely depleting on your body, I recommend this energy blend that consists of 2 drops of Roman chamomile, 2 drops of geranium, and 2 drops of lavender, with 2 teaspoons of a carrier oil, and then just massage that into your skin. There is an oil for everything, but it is important to consult with an expert, and I'm happy to be this person for you. So something that's probably inevitable for you, for many, is the emergence of stretch marks. As your baby begins to grow inside of you, scars and stretch marks are the badges of honor, right? They can be unsightly, and they're hard to get rid of. So with rejuvenating essential oils, you can greatly improve and diminish their appearance, as well as prevent new ones from appearing. So just use a ½ cup of coconut oil, a ¼ cup of shea butter or coconut butter, 20 drops of sandalwood, and 15 drops of ylang ylang. And you can apply that over your belly, your breasts, or your legs if they're itching. And we all go through this lapse of, where are my keys? What will we have for dinner? I can't find my cell phone. Oh, did I leave the oven on? Does that happen to you? It happens to me. So the perfect blend for you and your memory is cedarwood, frankincense, patchouli, sandalwood, and vetiver. Just 1 drop of each. You can diffuse it. You can apply it in a roller bottle. You and your family are going to thank me for this one. So we're even here to help during labor. It's beautiful and scary at the same time, but it's a necessary step to bring the little miracle that you're about to have into the world. And so doTERRA essential oils can support you during this time. So I'm going to go over some, excuse me, I'm going to go over some blends for you. The first one is to support contractions, clary sage or marrow jam, excuse me. You can apply them topically. You can add 3 to 5 drops to a tablespoon of carrier oil and massage into your hips, the bottom of your feet, or your abdomen, and you can inhale after you're done applying it, or you can just diffuse that into the air, or just smell it from the cap. For overall discomfort, marrow jam or lavender, you can dilute and rub over the uterus as you need it. Have some warm cloths ready for discomfort. Just bring your crock pot with you. Have 20 washcloths in there. Put them in your crock pot on warm, and use 20 drops of lavender in there, and apply that washcloth to the lower abdomen or your back at the beginning of each contraction, and see how that supports you. If you need a calming blend, you can use lavender or serenity, Lang Ylang, or the grounding blend called Balance on the bottom of your feet. If you need a cooling spray because you're hot, you can bring in a 4-ounce spray bottle and put in 25 drops of wild orange and 25 drops of peppermint, and just fill that with water, and you can spray that bottle during your transition time or anytime you're feeling overheated. And for back labor, this is really good. Black pepper or the deep blue. You can rub that into your back. I recommend diluting it because they are a little hot. And then you can follow up with a heating pad if you need for extra deep relief. But that one's an amazing one, I promise. And then for perineal support, 10 drops of helichrysum or geranium and a tablespoon of fractionated coconut oil, and massage that into the perineum at the crowning. It's going to minimize swelling and help the tissue stretch to avoid tearing. So that's another good one. And then diffuse Serenity or Citrus Bliss or the blend On Guard, whatever your heart desires at this moment during the time. And also, I highly recommend kind of going through this plan if these are the things that you want to do with somebody who's going to be there with you, so they can help you with it. And lastly, I have a perfect blend and a roller bottle that you have to have on your big day. The Lang Ylang, helichrysum, cypress, and black pepper. It's 4 drops of each of those, except for the Lang Ylang. You want 5 drops of that in a roller bottle with 2 drops of Digestin, 2 drops of cardamom, 2 drops of peppermint, and 2 drops of clary sage, and then 15 drops of fractionated coconut oil. Massage that on the inside of your ankles, your lower abdomen, your lower back, and make sure to smile. You're going to enjoy it. And then you can also mix the following in a 12-ounce squeeze bottle. 12 drops of lavender, 12 drops of peppermint, 12 drops of geranium, and 5 drops of frankincense, 5 drops of helichrysum. And take 6 extra long pads and cut them in half. Lay them on a cookie sheet and squirt the mixture on them until they look wet, and then place them in the freezer and use them for after you give birth. That is going to help you a lot. So the doTERRA Touch Kit is something that I highly recommend for women who are expecting, because they have the most common, they have the perfect answer for the most common questions, and they're perfectly diluted in just the right amount for your children. And they strike the proper balance between protecting sensitive skin while delivering the benefits found in essential oils. It's an art, so it's wonderful. The Touch Kit has achieved the balance. It's beautiful. And it has 9 of our most popular oils in a base of fractionated coconut oil. and it's simple. They're 9 ml roll-ons, and they're just ideal. You can use them from the start immediately. You'll have Breathe, Deep Blue, Digestin, frankincense, lavender, melaleuca, on guard, oregano, and peppermint. But recognize that not all oils are safe for your new baby. Oregano is in that kit. You don't need to use that one on your brand new baby. You might need to use it on you, but not your brand new baby. Oregano is hot, so we'll wait to use that one on the baby. So the entire birthing process is extremely traumatic on your body, and having the right products to offer support is extremely important. And doTERRA is here once again with a powerful tool for you. The Peri spray, fractionated coconut oil is in that, and you're going to spray that each time you use the bathroom after rinsing. That has lavender, geranium, helichrysum, 5 drops each in a 1 ounce spray bottle, along with that fractionated coconut oil. And then for soothing, you're going to apply 1 to 2 drops of lavender or marrow jam over your uterus, and make sure to dilute it with the fractionated coconut oil and rub it in well. For milk production, you're going to want to use clary sage. That's going to help you start production of your milk. And basil will help increase production. Now note, in the beginning of my presentation, basil was one of those oils on the do not use list during your pregnancy. So now that you've had the baby, you can use basil. And it's going to help increase your milk production. So dilute it and apply it to your upper breast every few hours. If you need a positive spirit, Elevation, lemon, lavender, frankincense, and balance are all great oils and blends to use for postpartum support. You can apply 1 to 2 drops on your temples or your forehead or the back of your neck. Excuse me. Raising your baby holistically is extremely rewarding because you can feel confident that your product choices are going to contribute to their health and enhance their quality of life. Babies are born toxic free, and it should be our goal to keep them this way for as long as possible. In my next few posts, I'm going to share a handful of oils and recipes that will put your mind at ease as we make over your diaper bag. Just because many people fall in love with doTERRA, it's because of the support it offers you during your pregnancy, labor, and postpartum. I want to share a few oils that would be wonderful for your new baby. Frankincense. Apply undiluted to the crown of the baby's head to promote bonding and immediate boost to the immune system. It's really calming for your baby. Myrrh, apply undiluted to the umbilical cord to help seal tissue and protect all the systems of the body. Balance, apply to the bottom of the baby's feet to ground and align baby. Reduce reaction to trauma of birth. And Melissa, you want to apply undiluted on the bottom of the feet for DNA repair. Breathe, respiratory blend, apply alone or with the carrier oil on the chest to maintain airways. And the Digestin blend, you can massage clockwise for occasional tummy upset or rub on the bottoms of the feet. Roman chamomile is going to soothe irritated skin, and lavender is calming, and it also relaxes and soothes irritating skin, as well as melaleuca. Now, none of these statements have been evaluated by the FDA, and the product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. I have to say that disclaimer. All right, so commercial wipes are made with ingredients that irritate the baby's delicate skin. So here's an easy recipe. It's great for on the go. Just place the wipes in a wet bag. You're going to need a one roll of premium paper towels, 2 cups of warm water, 2 tablespoons of fractionated coconut oil. I recommend doTERRA's. 3 drops of lavender 3 drops of Melaleuca, and then an airtight storage container. And what you're going to do is cut that towel roll in half with a serrated knife. Use half the roll now and then use the other half later. Place the towels in the storage container, add the oil and the water mixture, and turn it until the liquid is absorbed. And then you're going to remove the cardboard roll and pull the wipes out from the center. So for diaper cream, this is a recipe that's free from petroleum and artificial ingredients that can further irritate the baby's skin. So what you're going to need is a 1/2 ounce of beeswax, 3.5 ounces of doTERRA's fractionated coconut oil, 2 drops each of Melaleuca and lavender, and then a 4-ounce glass jar tip. So you can use an empty baby food jar, a spoon or stick for stirring too. So you put the beeswax in the glass jar and place it in the top portion of a double broiler and gently melt it over simmering water. And you're going to stir until smooth. And you're going to slowly add the fractionated coconut oil. Then you'll remove it from the heat, let it cool a little bit, and put in the essential oils. Make sure it's not too hot, okay? When you put those essential oils in there, you want it to be just cooled, just a little warm. And then you want to make sure you label your cream so you know what you made. If it's too firm, just remelt it and add more coconut or olive oil to it. So talcum-free baby powder. What you're going to need is a 1/2 cup of cornstarch, a 1/2 cup of arrowroot powder, a drop of Roman chamomile, and 1 to 2 drops of lavender, and then a 1/2 cup of finely ground oats. You're going to mix it up really well and put it in a shaker-style bottle. You can use an empty spice jar with a sifter lid. Just make sure you label your powder so you know what you've made in the future. I'm going to shift away from doTERRA for a few just so we can focus on a few actions that will offer a little more support. Many women feel extremely lonely during pregnancy, especially if it's the first time going through the experience. There's a world of unknown that stands before you, and your emotions could be scattered. And there might be a period of time when you stop working and you are by yourself most of the day. I highly recommend finding a local support group of pregnant women to meet with at least once each week, and more often if possible. Not only will this provide the much needed company, but it'll also lead to new friends that you can see once your baby is born. Stay motivated and excited. Your personal motivation is extremely important during this monumental event, which is why I recommend reading books that inspire you, reading successful birthing stories that are similar to your ideal birth, and working on your birthing plan. Decorating your nursery, envisioning the future, and being excited. This is such a gift for you, and your life will never be the same in a great way. So try your absolute best to enjoy the entire process. My final thought is a mantra that I would like to share with you. I trust in my ability to birth my baby. I believe in you, and please share pictures when your baby is brought into the world. So you might ask, I got a little teary-eyed, I have to say, because it's such a fantastic experience. And for those of you who've had multiple babies, you know this, but for moms who this is your first one, it's one of the best experiences ever. And while sometimes it's really tough and hard, I have lots of friends who struggled during their pregnancies and had a really, really hard time. And the day that their baby was born, it was all worth it. So hang in there. So now what? Sorry, I digressed. It happens. You might ask, what now? How do I know what to use? How do I get started? I want you to know that you're never alone on your essential oil journey. I will personally be here to guide you every step of the way with answers to your questions, resources, and introductions to other people who are on this journey with us. In addition, I have a really special email series that I send to all new oil users that lays a foundation of knowledge and awareness for incorporating essential oils into their lives. And there are a number of ways you can get started using essential oils for yourself. Stay tuned, okay? Here we go. How can I become a wellness advocate? That's exactly what I am. The first time I was exposed to a class, it wasn't like this because it wasn't online. It was in person. But same concept. I felt overwhelmed by the variety of oils and their seamless, limitless applications. However, I was assured that I'd have support, and I absolutely cherished the adventure because I had that support and I gained the knowledge, and I'm excited to share it with you and everyone else because it's really helped our lives. My children, my husband, myself, friends, family, people I've met. So I'm confident that you're going to have the same experience once you get started. So there are 3 ways to begin using essential oils. And I'm also going to send this video out to you so that you can watch it on your own time. But this video is going to explain those 3 ways. You can purchase oils at the full retail price. It's the most expensive, and it's not. I don't recommend it at all. Or you can pay a $35 member fee, like joining Costco or BJ's. And then you can purchase the oils at wholesale price. So you get 25% off the retail. And that's totally awesome. But if you purchase an enrollment kit, your membership fee is waived. So you don't have that $35 fee. And your oils are at wholesale pricing. So I think that's the best way to go, either buying a kit or paying your membership fee. I highly recommend a kit because it's going to come with all the oils that you need for the times when you're, like me, having a little bit of respiratory issue, little cough, a little bit of a nose thing going on. They're completely supportive, and you'll be glad that you had those oils, even though they may not have been on your I need those list. Believe me, everybody needs the home essentials kit. So I'll send this video link out to you as well. The best is coming. You know that, right? My life has changed so dramatically since using essential oils. I've made it my responsibility to share these powerful products with as many people as possible, hence why I'm doing this video for you. It's become my why, and it's truly an honor for me to introduce essential oils into your life. Some of the common questions that I want to go ahead and answer is, what's the best way to get started? You can either choose to be a wholesale customer or a wellness advocate. Both get the same great discount. If you want to share with other people and you want to build residual income that can help you either have a little extra money for the kids' activities every month, or maybe possibly stop working full-time, then you're definitely going to want to be a a wellness advocate. If you don't see that in your future, then you'll want to be a wholesale customer. I'm going to share this with you. When I first joined doTERRA, I did not have that option. I had to become a wellness advocate, but I had no intention of talking to other people and sharing essential oils. I told the person who enrolled me that I would not host any more classes, that I would not be somebody who was trying to enroll other people, that was the last thing I needed to do. And I'll just share with you that once I started using the oils and they were working for me, I could not stop sharing. And I was so grateful and thankful that I wasn't given that choice, primarily because doTERRA didn't have it then when I enrolled. But I'm glad that I became a wellness advocate. Our life has changed in so many ways, and I'm forever grateful. But you can become a wholesale customer and change over to a wellness advocate after 90 days. So it's entirely up to you. If you want to start slow, what I recommend is this. Just sign up as a wholesale customer, pay your $35 fee, order a diffuser, get a few oils. You're good to go. You can do that. If you want to start a business, then you definitely want to be a wellness advocate. So make sure that you do check that button. And I'll send you a link to my doTERRA site so that you're able to do that. If you have a number of specific health conditions and you need some recommendations for what to use, I have wonderful resources, wonderful books that help. So contact me via Facebook Messenger or email, and I can help you find the right kit and oils for you. We're done. This is just simply the beginning. I could go on about how doTERRA essential oils have helped me and other people I know. They've made such a difference in my life and the lives of each person that I've shared them with. I want you to know that my offer stands. I'm here to help. I'm happy to help. I'm very passionate about essential oils. I'm passionate about the people that I meet. I truly care, and I would love to help you and your family. So message me or email me, and I'll respond as quick as possible. Thank you for sharing this experience with me. Thank you for learning about how to use essential oils with your pregnancy. And yes, the best is coming. This picture just makes me want to cry. I missed these moments. So have a great day.